Step into the Trademark, your go-to podcast for everything marketing in the trades. Hosted by award-winning industry marketing experts Sarah Ghirardo from Remarketable and Eric Thomas from Rival Digital. Together, we're here to unite the worlds of trades and marketing, bringing you insights, stories, and strategies from the heart of the industry. Whether you're a trade professional, a marketing expert, or somewhere in between, this is the place for you. Listen in as we're here for the big ideas, the game changers, and the everyday successes. Because at the Trademark, we're with the trades and for the trades.
Let's go.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the TradeMarke Podcast. We are here at, where are we at, Bill?
We are Marco Island, Florida. Build it to sell it.
Build it to sell it.
Now, was the conference called something else and then it was rebranded?
It was. A great question. It was Roofing Process Conference, and we had 6 years behind us. And, one of the things that, in the LB Capital world is that we have a lot of entities that are not roofing specific that kind of follow some of the playbook that we have going on.
Mm-hmm.
And whether it be HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing chimneys, we want to be agnostic to the trades, very similar to, whether it be digital marketing or whether it be Service Titan, they're agnostic to the trades and what they do. So it's a situation that, it's a good time for us to do it and bring it out to the world.
I love it. Super exciting. So you are scaling yourself as you're teaching others to scale, which I love. And so can you tell me what scale looks like from your perspective?
Yeah, it's a great question. We don't buy companies at LB Capital, and a lot of people think that we do. What we do is we partner with companies. So a lot of those companies will be doing kind of like, as Lance likes to say, they live in the swamp at $2 to $3, $4 million, and they just can't get out of the environment that they're in to be able to say, how can I grow faster? And a lot of them do have successful track records of growth, but what ultimately we do is kind of accelerate it through trial and error of a lot of bad decisions and making good decisions for the future. So what we'll do is we'll implement a lot of the leadership. Now, we've stayed, as far as LB Capital, roofing specific in the companies that we're partnering with, which we also have Titan Pro, that falls under the Build to Sell It brand. So for us, it's really about saying, hey, how can we help ourselves grow and get them from 2 to 20 million, 25 million? Like, we had Munns that was sold for 36 million last year, and continue to help our other partners grow. We have 7 in the portfolio now, and we're going to do over $100 million this year.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is incredibly exciting.
It is incredibly exciting.
And I know that you also line them up with the proper technology stack.
Yes, it is a big component. And that's why, for us on the partnering side, we get to a point that we can't change the process that what we have to. And so that we have to have capital from the partner to get into it. We can't take partners on that have a tremendous amount of debt because of things like Service Titan, things like same day. How we run very short, what people might see as short-term strategies and lead generation. Our stack is very important to us because we're trying to run as fast as humanly.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so what's next for Build It to Sell It? Like what's next after this conference?
What's next?
What does 2026 look like?
Well, 2026 looks like continue to do the things to grow our brands. The 7 that we have, we just onboarded 3 new partners. The one in True Choice in Fort Wayne, Indiana, one in in Prattville, Alabama, and I Am Roofing, and then Seamless Exterior in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. So we're going to continue to work on those. Got a couple that are on the runway that might be talking to some of the groups that are here. And then, we have our masterminds and we showcase the different things that we're doing. And a lot of people are, we run a shop tour. It doesn't cost you anything.
Right.
Every single month, the first Wednesday of every month, a shop tour where they can come in and see all the processes that LB Capital has to offer in a kind of a short window.
Yeah.
And then what we'll do is we run a quarterly mastermind, that allows us the opportunity to really dive into what's happening on their side. We have a coaching group that we work with. And then we'll have the conference next year. This is your second year.
This is our second year. We're
Second year. So
excited
we
to
had
be
to do
here.
something
Yeah.
decent as far as
Oh my God, it's one of the best conferences. I was telling Eric earlier. I was like, the speaker lineup, the intentional, like,
Yeah.
it's just intentional. Like I remember last year, Lance got on stage and he said, "Hey, this isn't about partying tonight. It's not about doing like these wild things when you're at conferences. It's about learning, taking action, and making big moves." And I was like, yeah, like everyone should start their conference like that.
Yeah, we did some different things this year as far as with regards to the conference. First of all, we sold out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. Well,
Okay.
congratulations.
Absolutely.
Sold out at what number? It was like,
So that we sold out, and we have over 1,000 people that are going to be in this space. And we changed the layout a little bit this year and extended it down the Calusa hallway, as I like to call it.
Yep.
Last year, and where we sit, and I'm trying to make a visualization. You come up the escalator steps here. Everybody could go in and out of those doors over
remember,
there.
yeah.
Okay, so what that did was we flushed people out to the patio. I think our weather's a little bit better
Yeah, it's really nice this year.
this year. It feels a little chilly in here, which I'm going to go have talk with somebody afterwards. But outside, it's 80 degrees. It's sunny. We'll be having our VIP dinner outside. Tomorrow we kick it off with Lance first thing. In the afternoon, we get a little Gator with Tim Tebow. We got great speakers like Ara, obviously.
Yeah.
I think his whole story, and telling what Service Titan has done for the trades. And I think one of the craziest parts is that roofing wasn't a part of what we were doing at Service Titan.
Yeah,
And Lance was a big influential piece.
most definitely. Yeah.
And have you guys ever heard the story about Lance for Cherry? He bought an HVAC license.
No.
He bought an HVAC license and bastardized it on the back side to make it roofing specific.
How? How do you even think about that magic?
How did he think about that magic? Because he hates somebody telling him no.
I know.
So he went and bought a Service Titan tenant, and then he just monopolized it and said, "Hey, we're going to do this to make it work for what roofing has." And we probably spent $1 million in our own R&D to get the software to perform, and a lot of help from Service Titan.
Yeah.
And I think that roofing is one of the fastest growing components for it. And so, all the different things that we do, from SEO, PPC, lead aggregators, the integrations from, across the board, LACE, that technology stack really is something that it helps our whole business grow, because it allows us to make data-driven decisions.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what's the one biggest thing that you see in roofing? Like, there's the biggest opportunity.
It's a great question, Sarah. The one thing that I see in roofing is the legitimacy of systems to drive the performance, very similar to what HVAC did through the early Contractor 2000 Nexstar year.
Yeah.
And to say, hey, we do have a system, we do have a call center, we do have the right lead generation, we do have the right management, and everything that, guys like Tommy Mello and Tom Howard and Aaron Gaynor and all these, Chad Peterman,
Yeah.
these titans of the HVAC and garage door space. Now you get to have that same entity here in the roofing space if you apply the same principles.
Yeah.
The widget doesn't change. It just has to be applied to what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like the roofing side, like last year when I came to this event, I was a bit mind blown at how much opportunity there was in the roofing space for just advancements in technology and systems and processes. And it was mind blowing. It was exciting too, because I agree with you. I think that there's a lot of room for roofing companies that aren't here, that probably don't even know that this is happening, that to get exposed to this one day.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so cool to keep having these events, is to keep growing it and spreading the word.
This is where, And this would, if somebody said, Bill, what's your final thought? Like, the Springer final thought, the Rosell final thought is that it's like being in digital marketing for such a long period of time, people that I was commonly dealing with as far as heating, plumbing, electrical from the Nexstar community, they knew what they were doing. They were very set in their ways of doing it. I feel like I'm working with a bunch of young, ambitious, tech people that want to be able to be exposed to what's going on. It's an incredible time to be a part of the overall trade space. I'm not as pessimistic as everybody else is.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like more excited than ever that there is so much growth. I looked just today. Okay. True stat. And I looked at roofing companies and related keywords near me. And then I looked at HVAC related keywords, HVAC companies near me. And the height of the boom, what everybody said about this industry was 2021.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, there was so much work done. But if you look, there's almost a 300% increase in traffic.
Really?
In Google, in the AdWords platform over the course of the last 4 years. So more people are they're still looking for what the services that plumbing, electrical, HVAC companies have doing.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
We appreciate
I look forward to you having a great show.
Okay, thanks.
And that wraps up another episode of The Trademark, where we bridge the worlds of the trades and marketing, one story at a time. We can't wait to see you next time. Thank you to the trades for giving back big, loving big, and taking massive action. Don't forget to join us next time for more engaging conversations and innovative ideas. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave us a review and share it with your colleagues and friends in the trades and marketing. Your support means the world to us. Stay connected with us off the air by following us on social media. We'd love to hear your thoughts and get your feedback. Until next time, keep making your mark in the trades. Thank you for listening to The Trademark. Goodbye for now, and remember, we're with the trades for the trades.